In 1999, Career Pathway Certificates were created at PCC in collaboration with Work Systems, Inc. because there was a great need for job seekers to have a faster way to get the skills they needed, as well as college credentials that would lead to employment in high-demand jobs that offered pathways for advancement. 15 years later, PCC Career Pathways continues to fill this need and has expanded to increase pathway options for students, as well as increase the support that we provide students to complete their college credentials and to achieve their career goals.
The process of Career Pathways is to center you in the direction that you want to field. So the classes that you're taking are directly related to the career path that you're choosing.
Career Pathways let me know that there was options, and I could take these classes and get these studies and get these certificates so that I can use these things and apply it to my skills that I have already, and when I go into the work world, I would be able to be more successful.
What was appealing about Career Pathways to me was that it was very focused on what I wanted to achieve, and it was both affordable and I could be in and out in 12 weeks.
There was just lots of different ways that you could go in the Career Pathways program. They had lots of different options for you to pick.
Career Pathway Certificates give students a lot of options. It allows them to go to work quickly in their career field while they continue their education. It also allows them to come back at a later time when it better works in their lives to get additional education for career advancement. We really listen to students and work with students to map out how this can work in their life and really support students to achieve these education and career goals.
We don't serve any singular type of student. We serve a lot of students just starting out in their career or those with a host of career history behind them. There are also lots of options for our non-native English speaking students, our GED students and GED graduates, for those wanting extra career options.
I was so surprised that the Career Pathway program was so short. They taught me all the detail necessary to do the job.
They work with us step by step. So instructor that will work with you step by step. ESL classes to GED classes. Then today, I'm here taking college classes, Career Pathway, that looking forward my dreams.
In this economy, many of our students come to us knowing that they will need to get additional education, but many also need to work while they finish their degree, and many want a faster option to get college credentials so that they can change careers or enter the workforce faster.
In my case, I was able to identify I wanted to make a career change. I enrolled in the PCC program. In 3 short months, I completed my program. I passed the national certification test, and within 6 weeks, I was working here at Northwest Compounders.
I'm currently in an undergraduate school, so I have furthered my education and I will be achieving my bachelor's degree in business administration within the next year. Career Pathways was definitely a stepping stone in me deciding whether to continue my education or not. When I first started PCC, my mind was basically set on just getting my associate's degree and I was going to be done with that. And after going through PCC and the Career Pathways program, I gained a lot of self-confidence in knowing that I could continue my education. And Career Pathways helped me find the school that fit my needs in order to continue my education and get my bachelor's degree.
At Career Pathways, we encourage this lifelong learning. Frequently, many of our students come to us unsure of returning to college after a long period of time or unsure about starting in the first place. And then many of them end up continuing their education at PCC because of the opportunities that they see here, because of the support of the faculty and staff, the community that they discover, and the love of learning that they really find at the college.
According to my experience, I was thinking to go again to take more classes and earn my associate degree because I feel that I need to be more prepared to get more high level in my work position and to help to my company where I work to be more success.
Thanks to Career Pathways, I've been able to decide to stay in college because there's so many other things that I can do, and I see that.
The long-range value to PCC and the students really is in the workforce, where employers really are expecting employees to come in and actually be able to do, not just think or recite equations. They want them to actually be able to produce. So very shortly, we'll be offering students from Career Pathways the opportunity to take classes in the makerspace and actually progress into manufacturing engineering, a place where they can actually work with their hands and make things to ground the learning in the classroom.
You know, one of the things that I like about the Career Pathways students is that they have already been working on trying to determine what they want to do for a living. And I found that the Career Pathways students, they know they want to be a sterile processing technician.
I think the main advantage to an employer like myself is you're going to save time. If you can pick up the phone, contact a job placement coordinator at Career Pathways, and gain some confidence in the possible future employees they send you for interview, that's much easier than trying to figure out how to go to the open market yourself and come up with some good quality applicants. Running an ad in the newspaper and Craigslist has not worked well for me. You need people that are trained, prepared, motivated to fill entry-level roles in your business, and people who know that this is the career path they wanted to be on. And so if they've already taken some steps along that way, that's a much better initial candidate than someone who's reading the newspaper trying to determine whether they want to be a garbage man or a pharmacy tech. These people have already made that decision, taken some steps, gotten some excellent training, and they're many steps ahead of their competitors in terms of being ready for the workforce.
The Career Pathway program supports our students in 3 major ways. 1, by helping them enter the program. 2, by offering job and internship support. And 3, working with students after they're employed by offering ongoing job coaching.
They are the greatest stuff, to be honest with you. It is really to know them. They help me a lot.
They're going to be there every step of the way to help me with telling me what I need to do next. Guide me in the right direction to help me finish my career. If I decide to go for an associate's, they'll be there every step of the way.
In July 2014, PCC Career Pathways was recognized by the White House in its Ready to Work initiative as being a national model and an effective job training program that's making a difference in people's lives and the local economy. The effectiveness of PCC Career Pathways is reflected in the average wage of $19.40 an hour for career pathway completers in the metro area after a year of employment. This is higher than the median wage in the area. This excellence is reflected in our completion rate and the strides we are making towards achieving Oregon's 40-40-20 completion goals. In 2013-2014 school year, there were 926 Career Pathways certificates earned at PCC, a 96% increase over the previous school year. For students who typically face the most obstacles to completing a college credential, we are seeing in our ABS pathways over an 82% completion rate, 88% are continuing their education and are working, and an impressive average GPA of 3.61.
I'm growing every term. You know, it's getting bigger and better. So it's never too late in life to start over doing something else.
I always thought of education in a negative sense. I had kind of a difficult time with it growing up. So I can actually look back at PCC, my experience at PCC and Career Pathways was really fond memories, and it was a major turning point in my life. And it's given me just a completely different outlook on life now and what I can do to succeed for myself. It's been amazing.
I really recommend to students to take Career Pathway because they give you all the support in one thing, like me, that I needed to learn English when I just been here just for 2 months, and I really recommend to take because they give you all the support as a second language and all the knowledge that you need to be successful, get the certificate, and to get the career opportunity that you really need for your life.